Hi, my name is Aura Madrid, and today I'll be talking about Huda Shaarawi, and I'll be talking about her childhood experience as a source of resistance and empowered her to become a leader. Huda Shaarawi was the most influential woman in Egyptian feminists and nationalists who established many organizations and dedicated to women's rights. She received elite education at home, which she learned different languages such as French and Arab. She became a leader due to her life experience that shaped her to become an activist. This slide, I'll be talking about Shari's childhood experience. When Shari was young, her mother would reject her due to her gender. She often feels unhappy and lonely because she did not receive her mother's love. She witnessed the unjust treatment of women because men were the most important in their society. In Egypt, patriarchal systems, men are considered very valuable and women were not important. Her childhood experience made her realize that women are not equal to men. And for this reason, her childhood experience empowered her to become a leader and resist oppression towards women. And this is one of the quotes from Cherise, and it describes why was she rejected by her mother? Why was she rejected because of her gender? One day, Cherise asked, "Why is all the attention going to my brother?" She asked Corrie, one of the maids, and her mother. Corrie replies, "You are a girl and he is a boy, and you're not only a girl. Well, he's the only boy. One day, he'll be the support of the family. It will fall upon him." Cherise asks her mother the same question. She responds, Your brother has a weak constitution, and as he is the only boy, naturally everybody is to lose or will salute to him." She learns that her brother is going to be a leader and support of the family. For this reason, her mother gives him all the attention and love. Due to the lack of love of her mother, she begins to feel mistreated because of her gender. She realized that Egyptian culture gives all the power to men, and for this reason, women are not equal to men. For her childhood experience, her childhood experience empowers her to become an activist and fight for women's rights. She resists the patriarchal norms and enhances her to be a leader for women's equality. My next slide is for a company example, and I chose Oprah Winfrey. I chose Oprah Winfrey because she also had a bad childhood experience, and this childhood experience shaped her to be empowered and to resist oppressions. Oprah Winfrey is a great example of today's influence leader. She did not have a memorable childhood experience. Her mother abandoned her at a young age, and she was abused and raped. Her childhood marked her in many ways, but she did not give up on her life. Instead, she survived and became an influential speaker. She became an empowered woman by her childhood experience, which led her to become a talk about many different women's issues such as health and race. She transformed her life to be a successful because her childhood experience gave her the courage to be a leader in her life. Her life experience shaped her to be one of the most influential women in the world. And I really like her quote that says, "Challenges are the gifts that force us to search for new centers of gravity. Don't fight them, just find a new way." And I really like how she said, I really like how she said, just find a new way. And I think Oprah Whitney and Cherise did this. They found a new way to resist, to be empowered and to resist oppressions. Both women were neglected by their mother in their childhood, but their experience empowered them to become leaders and resist oppression. Oprah is saying, stand up and fight for equality, for women's rights. Cherie did fight for women's rights. These both women made a difference in the world. The next quote, it describes Cherise, who has become empowered activism and who resists oppression. And this is all due because of her childhood experience. In this quote, she says, Cherise's experiences of gender equality have influenced her later in activism as feminist. Climate moment of Shari's public career is in March 1923, when she returns from the International Conference of Women in Rome. She causes an issue when she takes her veil in Cairo train station in front of crowds of women. She knew what she was doing was wrong, but she was making a change in these women's lives. This course demonstrates that she is against the gender system. By taking her veil, she defines society. She wants them to understand that women can be valuable as well. That society needs to stop the unjust treatment towards women and stop inequality. She wants women to she wanted to show that women have the same right as men to be exposed to the world. Cherie's life experience empowers her to stand up for women's rights, such as family reform laws, education, and Egyptian independence. She was a leader who resisted oppression of the Egyptian patriarch norms. Next example I chose was Rosa Parks, and I chose and Rosa Parks and Huda Shaarawi are related to this, are very related because they both defy society. They they resist oppression. Huda took her vote to show that women who have the women should have equality. Rosa Parks refused to give her seat to white people because she believes all people should be treated equally. Same as Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks didn't have a good childhood experience as well, as because she was African American. As growing up, she would be discriminated, attacked because she had a different color of skin. She was mistreated because she was African American. This experience empowered her to fight for the American people, for African American people. On December 1, 1955, in Montreal, Alabama, Rosa Parks refused to give her seat to white people. She was arrested for not following the rules of society. Her courage to stand made her the first woman to make a resistance towards separation towards African American. She's known for her bravery and honor for the civil rights movement. Bolsheviks and Rosa Parks empower women to resist oppression of society and fight for equality. Sharice fights for women's equality, and Rosa Parks is fighting for equality for all people, for equality. For it doesn't matter about your gender or race. We should be all equal and should be treated the same. These two women made a difference in the world. They, with their actions, they motivated and gave a strong message to society. And this message changed, it made a difference in the world. In conclusion, the life experience of Cherise helped her see the injustice of Dominican and Patrick norms and empowers her to be an activist to fight against inequality towards women. This led her to become a fierce feminist fighting for equality. She pushes for minimum marriage age, education for girls, and bans polygammy. Huda Shaarawi's childhood experience has given her a social resistance towards Egyptian and Patrick norms and became an influential leader. Thank you.